Hey, what's up guys? Valley Flying here. I am back, and today I am talking about some tips that I could give to new players that just started playing since it was just released a couple days ago. Here are my tips that could help you progress as fast as possible. So the first thing you're going to do when you get in for the first few days is be working on these challenge missions, these campaign battles. You're going to do hero and villain. And heroes obviously require heroes, and villains obviously require villains. So you're going to need a team of 5 heroes and 5 villains. Now, when I first started playing, the first 5 heroes that I got was the Shield Assault. I also got the Luke Cage, had Spider-Man, Shield Medic, and Punisher. So these were pretty okay characters. I don't use a lot of them now. But you're going to need a team that you could start to do these missions, unlock some nodes that you can start farming on for character shards and for gear. You're also going to need to do that for villains. Now, my first villains that I got were Crossbones, Elektra, Hand Sorceress, Ravager, Bruiser, Mercenary Soldier, and that's it. That was the 5. So you're going to want to do these missions, get as far as you can, rank them up as far as you can, gear them. Now, if you're new to this game, haven't played the style of the game, the gear is right here. You go, you're going to have to collect this gear. And then once you've collected it all, you hit that craft button right there, and then you could equip it. Right now, Black Widow's tier 8. You want to get as high as you can. Whenever you could equip a gear, you'll see that green box there like you do in Jessica Jones and Punisher. And then you want to get them as high level as you can so you can get as far in this campaign mode as possible. It's just going to help you progress. Get these events as well. They don't have anything in my section right now, but when you first start out playing, you're going to be able to get Elektra and Crossbones. This is where you're going to primarily farm those 2 characters. Very important to get these and then get them ranked as soon as possible so you can do these. Also, make sure you do your challenges. So just make sure you're doing a lot of the basic stuff. Get a team. And then as you start progressing through the game, you're going to be able to unlock this Blitz mode where currently you could get Captain America shards if you rank high enough. I think it'll be kind of hard for a new player to rank high to get these because if you look at the rewards, it's not till milestone 6 that you actually get a Captain America shard. And then at milestone 8, you'll get one, milestone 10, all the way up to milestone 14, but you're still not getting a lot. If you rank really high, you're going to be able to get them if you're in the top 500. You're probably going to need over 100,000 to get there. Right now, I only have 17,000, but you're going to need a lot just to get some shards. So you're going to be able to do that. Once you get to level 20, you can join an alliance, and then once you're level 25, you can start to participate in the raids. You're going to need a strong team there to get through all those nodes. I'm not sure what the lower level ones are like, but I know the level 50 raid is a lot harder. And then Arena. This is where you're going to get a lot of these. You're going to get credits, so you can go to the store, but you're going to get a lot of your power cores from this Arena. So it's your strongest team you're going to want to put here. In the beginning, you probably won't want to worry too much about team synergy. As you progress, you probably will. So when you're doing your farming, think about not just what you're doing now, but also the future. Now, as far as farming, these are who I would recommend farming. Now, the first 2, I'm going to list these both, is going to be Quake and Drax. Now, you have to pick one or the other because they're both only available for free-to-play players in the Arena store. If you go to an Arena store, you could choose Drax or Quake. I'm choosing to farm more Quake, but Drax is also a good investment. Depends what you want to do. There are 2 different types of characters. Quake is a really good attacker. Her 3rd skill, this Earthquake, has a really strong AoE effect. Gets offensive down. This Shockwave is really good because it clears a positive effect. It clears 1 positive effect. After you get a level 58, it'll start to clear 2 positive effects. And yeah, she's a really good attacker. She also applies, if we go back here, she also applies slow with her basic attack. So she's a really strong character. I like her. Drax is a really good tank. He does just a basic attack, nothing special here. This is what changed with the global update. He gained a taunt. Before, he would just kind of taunt randomly, and he wasn't a very good tank because you didn't have a consistent way to get him to taunt. He taunted in the beginning, but after that, you couldn't really get him a consistent way to taunt. This change really ups Drax as far as a tank. With this second move, he gains a taunt and gains 1 to 2 counter and defensive up on level 5. So I would recommend him if you need a tank. You're going to get Luke Cage in the beginning, and he's a decent tank. I would probably put him third after Drax and Captain America. And I'm not counting Hand Sentry because he's not farmable. But I would probably put him third in the tank range as far as Luke Cage. But Drax is a really strong tank. So if you want to go for the shield route and you need an attacker, Quake is the way to go. Shield. I'm going to talk a little bit about that, but that is the way during the beta test that you could unlock Iron Man. I'm not sure if they're going to stick with that. Would unlock Iron Man as the global launch happened. I know they changed a few things, or if they're going to keep doing that. But it's not an event that comes all the time, that's available all the time. It's something that only is there for a short period of time. Anyway, and then if you want to go the Guardians of the Galaxy route, that's obviously would go to Drax, and he is a strong tank. Right now, all there is available is Gamora, Drax, and if you played during the beta, you had Rocket. He comes during an event too. They gave a 5-star or 4-star Rocket with that event. So if he will, I'm assuming that he's going to be available, and you could get these 3. Star-Lord and Groot are in the game, but they're not available yet. But their data is in the game for the people that have data mined the game and found their image and everything. And they're also available in a lot of the missions, especially the Alliance Raid missions. They're already in the game as non-playable characters. So they should be coming down the road. And this team might have really good synergy. So that is one way to go with your arena farming. The next character that I would try to get after you get either Quake or Drax is Gamora. Now, Gamora is a really strong attacker, and if you look at her kit, the way it's designed is if you kill somebody with this third skill, Flying Slash, your speed bar, your turn meter, gets 100% when you kill somebody. Same thing with the second skill. So basically, if you time it right and you plan everything out, you could get 3 turns in a row with her, and she could kill 3 people on pretty much 1 turn, which is really solid. She has this attack, this Flying Slash, and this Ruthless Blade are really strong attacks. They do a lot of damage, especially this Flying Slash, 320% damage at level 5, and she gains offense up. Really, really strong move. So I would farm her. She's available in the Blitz store, and when you get to Nexus, she's available on Nexus 2.9. So I would really start farming Gamora just because she's such a strong attacker. The other person I would farm in the beginning is Yondu, who's available right away. He's available on Heroes 1.9, and as Nexus 6.9 comes available, he's also available there. But I think you have to be level 52 to get to that one. He has a strong kit. This boarding party is a great move. It saved me a bunch of times in Arena, and it saved me a bunch of times in the Alliance raids, because he summons 1 to 2 Ravagers, and these Ravagers are either the Ravager Bomber or the Ravager Stitcher. The Bomber deals some good damage, and the Stitcher heals up your team. So in the Arena, I really want those Bombers to come out, deal a lot of damage, and when I'm playing the Alliance raids, I want those Stitchers to come out and heal my team, because those enemies do a lot of damage in the Arena. And then he has a basic attack that clears 1 positive effect from the target, and then he has a decent AoE attack. So Yondu, I would go after him right away. Next character I would focus on that's also available right away is Hawkeye, who's available right at Villains 1.9. So most people should be able to start farming him on day 1. He has an AoE. It's a decent AoE. It's a nice AoE, but what I really like is this concussion arrow, because it clears 3 positive effects. Now, Quake clears a positive effect, one positive effect. Yondu can also do that with their other attacks. But this concussion arrow, when it's clearing 3 positive effects, you're most likely going to remove the taunt. So if Hulk is taunting, or Captain America, or Drax is taunting, this concussion arrow is going to take it away. And he also has a shield tag, and he has an Avenger tag. So if you're going for an Avenger team or a shield team, he can be useful in both of those teams. Hawkeye, solid character. I would also get a healer. Now, the best healer in the game, hands down, is Night Nurse, because her second skill is a single target heal, really strong one. Her third skill is a heal for all of your allies. It's a good one as well. So she's the strongest healer in the game. However, Shield Medic has that shield tag, and I talked about it a little bit previously, but if they bring back that Iron Man event and he's available the same way, you're going to need 5 shield team members to unlock him. And Shield Medic, really strong healer. Not as strong as Night Nurse, though. And then the other healer I'd recommend is Hand Sorceress. This is one that you get pretty early on as well. This Blood Magic does a decent heal. I don't have it ranked up. I don't have it at level 3. But she's available pretty early on Heroes 2-3. Night Nurse, she's not available till Heroes 5-9 and Villains 3-9. So she's not going to be available on your first day or two. But she is a strong healer. So I would focus on Hand Sorceress and Shield Medic in the beginning. Hand Source is really good for a hand team, and Shield Medic is also obviously good for a shield team. Not a lot of strong teams at this point with Night Nurse. That might change down the road if they shift the meta, if they rework some characters. She does have that city tag, so if you want to make a team with the Defenders, with Luke Cage, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and Iron Fist, they're all farmable as well. And she could be a good addition to round out that team. You also get a couple guys right off the bat in this event stage. Like I said, it's not there for me because I already did it. But you get a 3-star Elektra, and you could get a 3-star Crossbones. And these are some pretty good characters. This skill right here, this Detonate, is probably my favorite skill in the game. At level 5, it does 430% damage. Now, it damages himself, and it takes a little while to get. You need at least 3 turns for this to go off, and he could be dead by then. But I love this skill. I don't like him as a tank. So this skill, I'd never use this skill. I've ranked it up a little bit, but I'd never use it because I don't want him to die before this Detonate goes off. But I like Crossbones. He's also farmable on Villains 4-9. And in the Blitz store, so you could get him ranked up. He's a strong villain. This Detonate is one of my favorite skills in the game. Elektra, she has another good skill as well. It's a strong single target attack. Right now at level 4 is 390 damage, and you get 70% more when you get it up to level 5. Strong single target attack. Both of these guys are really strong villains. And then the other guy I would farm is this dude. Now, he's not going to be available right away. He's not available till Hero 6-9. He is currently available in the Blitz store, but it's not really a reliable way to farm any characters because these events come and go. And unless you're in the top 5, you're not getting a lot of shards for him. But one of the big things I would recommend if you are someone that's planning on spending money is going through this offer section and getting Captain America. It's only $9. If you're going to spend money in the game, that is probably the best value you will ever get in the game. I wish I could have done that, but because it was beta and it wasn't in my region, I couldn't purchase that. But I tried various things and couldn't do it just because I'm in the US and couldn't get any purchase in the New Zealand account. But Captain America, in my opinion, is best tank in the game. If you're going to spend money, I would spend money on this guy. He's a strong tank. And then when you finally get to unlock Hero 6-9 and Nexus, you start farming him as soon as possible because he is a good tank. And if you're going to go for a Avenger team or a shield team, he could work in either of them. And he does have that shield tag, so something you could use down the road. So that is what I would focus on in the beginning. Also, you want to start to think about what you're going to do down the road. So if we go here, this shield tag, you're going to need 5 shield to unlock Captain America. I mean, not Captain America, Iron Man. So Quake is good, Captain America is good, Hawkeye is good. Black Widow is one of the best characters in the game, but she's not farmable anymore. But she's really strong. I would probably put Shield Medic in there, and maybe Shield Operative as the last one for the team if you don't have Black Widow. And that way you could unlock Iron Man if that event ever comes back. Another thing, like I previously mentioned, is those Guardians of the Galaxy. So when you scroll down and look at the Guardian, right now there's only 3 of them, but they will eventually add Star-Lord. They will eventually add Groot. Like I said, they're already in the game. They're just not playable characters yet. But you know, start thinking of what you want to do. Another strong team was the Hand team. They're not as strong anymore since the global launch. One of the main reasons is because Nobu's not really farmable anymore. He was on one of those shards, and now he's not available till Nexus 9.6, which is a long ways away. I don't think it's even playable at this point. But yeah, these shields strong. Now this Hand Sentry, another strong character, but right now he's not available. Not until Nexus 7.3, and that is not playable yet either. So Hand is another strong synergy. They're pretty decent. And yeah, so start thinking of what kind of team you want to build for Arena. There's a lot of teams that would work. As you've probably seen in my other video, most of Arena is just overpowering the other team, because you could search. Once it gets fleshed out, once everybody's been playing for a while, and these Arena shards start getting a little more seasoned, you'll start having a little less movement. But right now there's a lot of movement. I went from in the 200s down to 600. I worked my way back up to 524. I think it was actually in the top 500 before I started this video. So even making this video, I dropped. So there's a lot of movement in the arena right now. So start planning out what kind of team you want to build. Doesn't matter too much in the beginning. You just try to win as much as possible. But those are all the tips that I have for beginners in the game. Just start to get some of these teams. Now, another thing you want to think about is you're going to need at least 2 really strong, well-geared, well-starred teams for the alliance raids. That thing has gotten a lot harder, and one team's not going to last through that. So start to look at least 2 teams you could farm. Focus on one team, and then work on your next one. Try to get them as starred as high as possible. Try to get them to at least 5 stars before you start going to other characters. Well, that's about it. If you have any questions, if you have any tips that you agree with me, or any other tips that I didn't mention in the game, leave it in the comments down below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, because I will be making more videos. Like I said in a previous video, I plan to make one every day, at least during the weekdays, and I'm going to try my best during the weekends to get more videos out. But yeah, subscribe, and let me know if you have any other content you want me to cover. Until next time, I will see you. Valley Flying out.